Malibu Elementary School will reopen this morning. It's been shut down since it suffered damage in the Franklin fire last month.
But Webster Elementary is welcoming back students just as a new threat is now approaching. KCAL News reporter Amanda Sorrentino is live there where kids are returning for the first time in weeks. Amanda, both a happy and a little bit anxious morning, I'm sure, for parents and students.
Obviously, so with the weather conditions we are seeing this week, but we're going to start with students coming back to class after a brief hiatus from their campus here at Webster Elementary because of the Franklin fire and the damage the campus sustained because of the fire back in December. Now, this morning we've started to see some staff coming back to campus. Students should be arriving within the next hour for the bell to ring around 8:30 this morning. But the superintendent says that this campus is clean, safe, healthy, and ready for students to get back to learning. So in December, the Franklin fire quickly tore through more than 4,000 acres in Malibu, destroying about 20 structures. Along with Webster Elementary, other Malibu schools were also closed as more than half the population in the city were under evacuation orders. Upon their return, however, Webster Elementary sustained damage to their solar panels, some of the buildings, and the roofs. Unable to return to their classrooms, displaced elementary school students from Webster attended classes at Malibu Elementary School before their winter break. In the meantime, restoration and cleaning professionals and an industrial hygienist have been working to repair this elementary school. Superintendent Dr. Antonio Shelton says all classroom contents, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems, electronics, carpets, floors, and building exteriors have been cleaned and restored for the students. And while students are able to safely come back to class here, there's still some work still to be done, which includes the library. So the cause of the Franklin fire still under investigation this morning, but Malibu middle and high schools students will be returning back to their schools come Tuesday. But Jamie, as you mentioned, there are concerns heading into this school week to start off 2025 because of the weather conditions here. We have that elevated fire risk, and Malibu area schools have been put on notice that there could be a power safety shutoff from Tuesday morning to Wednesday evening because of those high winds and especially what we saw last month in December. Mark Liu joins us now with a look at more of what these power safety shutoffs could mean for more of the area. Mark.
Yeah, Amanda, as you and Alex had mentioned, this is going to be a pretty significant Santa Ana wind event that starts tomorrow, and it's no coincidence that the public safety power shutoff warnings are widespread through all the counties in Southern California. Now, if you come out to my screen, I'm going to show you some data. What we're looking at here is Southern California Edison's current status for those power safety shutoffs. Right now, nobody has their power turned off because they don't start until tomorrow morning, but they are considering as many as 294,000 customers in Southern California that could lose their power if the wind gets too high. That includes 70,000 in LA County, 77,000 in Riverside, San Bernardino, 62,000 in Ventura County, about 71,000. And I'm going to show you on a map where a lot of these are taking place, and the map has a lot of orange on it. All of the orange areas are places where people could lose their power. Down here in Malibu, this is where Amanda was doing her story. This is where the Franklin fire was, started in early December. All of these areas could possibly have their power turned off. Up here, Moore Park and Santa Paula area, that's where the mountain fire was in early November, 19,000 acres. All up through here in Piru, and then, of course, going across into LA County. Santa Clarita, large portions of the foothills here, all up along the 14 corridor, even up here in Elizabeth Lake, parts of northern LA County here in La Crescenta, La Cañada, Flint Ridge, and then moving over here into the IE, you can see that there is all along the 15 corridor, Lake Arrowhead, parts of Riverside, even all the way out here south of Big Bear Lake. All of these areas could have their power turned off. The wind gets too high. And look at Riverside County. It's basically all of Riverside County, all the way from Hemet down to Murrieta and Lake Elsinore. And then over here in Orange County, Majeska Canyon, Silverado Canyon, these areas around Irvine Lake, also very wind prone. Even the small area down here in Laguna Niguel. And the most surprising thing that I saw was all the way down here in Catalina Island. They're considering turning the power off for all of the populated areas of Catalina Island due to brush fire danger and very high winds. Now, coming back out here live, Southern California Edison monitors all of these areas that are under these power shutoff warnings minute by minute, and they only turn the power off when the wind gets too high. This is to prevent arcing power lines, down power lines, and any brush fires. That is the very latest from the desk. I'll send it back to you.